Class, let's answer our handout. Class, let's answer our handouts for RA 9298. Okay, so let's go to question number 1. The objectives of the Philippine Accountancy Act of 2004 are the following except letter A, standardization and regulation of accounting education. Yes. Letter B, examination for registration of CPAs. That's a board exam. Yes. Letter C, supervision, control, and regulation of practice of accountancy. Yes. The integration of accountancy profession. No. Dog for number 1. Number 2, the body mandated by law to promulgate rules and regulations affecting the practice of accountancy. So, sino mag-i-implement ng provisions of RA 9298? That's the Board of Accountancy or BOA. Letter C. Okay, number 3, the members of the Professional Regulatory Board of Accountancy shall be appointed by, sino mag-appoint sa kanila? The President of the Philippines. Okay, so letter C. Again, hindi si PRC hindi si PRC, President of the Philippines. Number 4, which of the following statements about the composition of the BOA is incorrect? A, the 4 sectors in the practice of accountancy as much as possible be equally represented. That's correct. The members shall be composed of a chairman and 6 members. That's correct. The members shall be appointed by the President of the Philippines from a list of 3 recommendees ranked by the Commission. Okay. From a list of 5 nominees, each position submitted by accredited professional organization. So, ganito pala class. Hindi pala si BOA to. Si BOA pala yung kanina. This should be PRC. Okay? PRC. Alright, so correction lang. PRC yan. So, 5 muna. Okay? From 5 nominees from PICPA. Okay? And then, 3 recommendees by the Commission. Tama, PRC. And then, from there, pipili si President na maging members ng BOA. Yun. So, ganun siya. So, tama yung letter C. Yung dog tayo, the board shall elect a chairman from among its members to serve for a term of 1 year. Hindi, vice chairman. Vice chairman, yung term is 1 year. Okay? Sige. So, dog yung sagot natin. For number 5 class, may correction tayo dito. Nakalagay dyan, which of them is correct. Ilagay mo dyan, which of them is incorrect. Walin yung mali. Okay? So, correction lang. A, the chairman and members of the Board of Accountancy shall hold office for a term of 3 years. That's correct. B, any vacancy occurring within the term of a member shall be filled up for the unexpired portion. Parang yung example ko kanina. Nag-resign sa second year, yung papalit sa kanya, magsiserve sa second year and third year, yung unexpired portion. Okay? Letter C, appointment to fill up an, lagay mo dyan, unexpired, hindi expired, unexpired. Appointment to fill up an unexpired portion is not to be considered as a complete term. Now, ang rule natin, 2 terms and then dapat mag-lapse yung 1 year. What if yung first term mo, nag-fill up ka lang na may nag-resign, pinalitan mo lang, hindi yun considered as 1 term. Nakuha mo yun? So yung example natin kanina, pinalitan mo sa second year, again, hindi pa siya considered as 1 term. Alright? Kaya tama din yung letter C. Ulitin ko, sa letter C, appointment to fill up an unexpired. So, ibahin mo yung expired. It should be unexpired. Unexpired. Okay? So, typo lang yan. Okay, letter D, the Board of Accountancy member who has served 2 successive complete terms as chairman or member shall be eligible for appointment until the lapse of 1 year, hindi 3 years. Okay, so mali yung dog. Dapat 1 year yan. Alright, let's go to number 6. Which of the following is not a qualification of a member of the Board of Accountancy? A, he must be a natural born citizen and resident of the Philippines. Yes, dito yan. B, he must not be a director or officer of the accredited NPO or yung PICPA at the time of his appointment. Actually, class, kasama rin sa requirements yan. Okay? Para maging board member ka, again, syempre, dapat ma-avoid yung conflict of interest. Dapat hindi ka PICPA member. Parang ganun. Yun ibig sabihin niya. Or hindi ka dapat director or officer. Letter C, he must be of good moral character and must not have been convicted of crimes involving moral turpitude. Yes. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. He must be a duly certified public accountant with at least 10 years of experience in public accounting. Hindi. Kaya all caps kanina. Madalas itanong yan. Any field or any scope of practice pwede. Okay? Hindi necessary na public accountancy. So, dog for number 6. Okay, number 7. Which of the following is not a function of the Board of Accountancy? A. To investigate violations of the accountancy law? Yes. B. To look from time to time into the conditions affecting the practice of accountancy? Yes. Yung mga accounting updates. Letter C. To create and direct accrediting agencies that are entrusted the functions of reviewing higher education institutions, policies, practices leading to accreditation, re-accreditation of BSA program. Hindi si BOA gumagawa niyan. Si CHED ang gumagawa niyan. Okay? Commission on Higher Education. Letter C yung sagot natin. Plus yung, di ba, nag-revise ng curriculum kasi sa BS Accountancy, no? CHED yung nag-spearhead nun. Okay? So yung nag-implement nun. So, hindi si BOA yung gumagawa nun. Okay? Letter C for number 7. Letter D, to determine prescribed minimum requirements leading to the admission of candidates to the CPA licensure exam. Yes. Again, for number 7, it's letter C. Let's go to number 8. Which of the following is not one of the functions of Board of Accountancy? A, to look from time to time the conditions affecting the practice of accountancy. Yes. B, to appoint members of AASC. Mali. Kasi sino nag-a-appoint ng members ng AASC? The Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC. Okay? So, mali yan. Boy is the answer. Tingnan natin ibang choices. To investigate violations of RA 9298 and its IRRs. Determine the prescribed minimum requirements. Okay. Boy for number 8. Number 9. The following statements relate to RA 9298, which is true. A. The Professional Regulation Commission has the authority to remove any member of the Board of Accountancy. False yan. Ulitin ko. Sino nag-a-appoint? Si President. Sino nag-remove? Si President din. So, hindi si PRC. So, false yung A. B. Insanity is not a ground for proceeding is a ground. Okay? Ground yan. Letter C. A person shall be considered to be in the professional practice of accounting if, as an officer in a private enterprise, he makes decisions requiring professional accounting knowledge. Okay. So, that's correct. Okay? Actually, yung C is commerce and industry. Private practice yan. Okay? Letter D, after 3 years, subject to certain conditions, the Board of Accountancy may order the reinstatement. Mali. 2 years yun, yung reinstatement natin. So, answer natin is letter C. Okay? Number 10, no person shall serve the Professional Regulatory Board of Accountancy for more than, sinulat ko kanina, ano yung maximum? 12 years. So, 3, 1, lapse yung 1 year, bakasyon ka muna. Three, so that's total of 12 years. Letter D, 12 years. Number 11. The following statements relate to RA 9298. Which statement is true? A. The Professional Regulatory Commission or the PRC has the authority to remove the false. Insanity is not a ground. False. No person shall be appointed as a member of BOA unless he has been in the practice of accountancy for at least 10 years among others. Okay, true yan. Okay, any practice of accountancy yan. True. After 3 years, subject to certain conditions, the Board of Accountancy may order the reinstatement. False, 2 years. For number 11, that's letter C. Again, any field. Pwede yan. Basta practice of accountancy. 12, which of the following is or are grounds for suspension or removals? For the board members, number 1, neglect of duty or incompetence. Yes. Number 2, violation or tolerance of any violation of the Code of Ethics. Yes. Final judgment of crimes involving moral turpitude. Yes. Rigging of the Certified Public Accountants Licensure Exam. Yes. Letter A for number 12. Number 13, the sector that is most represented in the Auditing and Assurance Standards Council. Di ba nakita natin kanina, mas maraming members galing sa public practice. Pinakita ko kanina yan. So again, for number 13, it's letter C. I think 6 members sa public practice. Letter C. Pero yung FRSC, equally represented. Tama? Yung ETC naman, mas maraming galing sa academe. Okay? Number 14, the standard setting body created by PRC to promulgate accounting standards. Alam natin yan. Financial Reporting Standards Council, letter A, FRSC. Number 15, the FRSC, which is the accounting standard setting body, is composed of a chair and 14 members, letter A. So, ingat ka class ha, kasi total nila is 15. Okay? Pero kasi sinabi na yung chair. Okay? Sa 15, nandun yung chair. So, hindi mo pwedeng sagot dito na chair and 15 members kasi magiging 16 yun. Okay? So, ingat ka. Kaya, sagot dito is A, chair and 14 members. So, total nila 15. Okay? For number 15, that's A. Number 16, the chairman and the members of FRSC and AASC have a renewable term of, actually yan, yung mga yan, 3 years din sila. Okay? Parang dito. 3 years din yung term ng mga to. Okay? Letter C. Number 17. The following is a deemed practice of accountancy. Ito, yung scope of practice. Except A. Appointment to a position in the government that requires a CPA license. Yes. Yun yung government. Letter B. Employment as a budget officer in a local government unit regardless of the officer being a holder of CPA license or not. Mali. Again, bago ka pumasok dyan sa scope of practice, dapat CPA ka muna. Okay? Boy, mali yan. Yun yung sagot natin. Letter C, teaching professional subject in collegiate program leading to the Bachelor of Science in Accountancy or equivalent. Yes. So, education or academe. Dapat yun yung turo mo, board exam subject, ha? Okay. Letter D, representing his clients before government agencies on tax and other matters. Kasi ingat ka, yung dog, hindi yan government. Actually, public accountancy yan. Kasi makita mo dyan, representing his clients before government agencies on tax. Ibig sabihin, tinutulungan mo yung clients mo sa tax preparation. Di ba? Isa sa mga ino-offer yun ng audit firms. Public practice yan. Okay? Hindi yan government. So for number 17, it's boy. Number 18, which of the following is not one of the grounds for the proceedings against a CPA? A. Gross negligence or incompetence? Yes. B. Engaging in public practice while being employed in private enterprise. Pwede ba yan, sir? Meron kang public practice, may sarili kang audit firm, o nag-render ka ng mga accounting or auditing services, at the same time, employed ka sa private company. Pwede yun. Okay? Maraming gumagawa niyan. So, boy is not a ground. Okay? Pwede yan. Insanity, yes. Immoral or dishonorable conduct, yes. Boy for number 18. Who is not permitted by law to practice accountancy? Sagot natin A. A corporation whose stockholders are all CPAs. So, again, pag exercise of profession, di ba, hindi pwedeng ang structure, ang business structure is a corporation. Bawal yun. Kaya lahat ng audit firms, partnership yan. Okay? A for number 19. Number 20, which of the following is not a requisite in applying for the CPA licensure exam? Okay, so number 20, ang sagot natin dyan, letter A. Bakit, sir? Nakalagay dyan, natural-born citizen. Pwedeng natural-born or naturalized. Okay, so ang requirement lang, basta Filipino citizen ka. Ang natural-born, ito, sa BOA member. Okay, letter A yan. B, good moral character, yes. Holder of BSA, yes. Has not been convicted of any crime, offense, criminal offense involving moral turpitude. Letter A for number 20. Number 21. Which of the following is incorrect? A. Candidates who fail to obtain general weighted average of 75% but obtain a rating of at least 75% in at least 4 subjects. Ayun, conditional yun. Shall receive a conditional credit. Yes. Boy, to successfully pass the exam, the candidates should obtain a general weighted average of at least 75 and no rating lower than 65%. That's correct. Letter C, conditional candidates shall take an exam in the conditional subjects within 2 years. Ayan. Okay, and letter D, candidates who failed in 3, hindi, 2 dapat. Candidates who failed in 2 complete exams must enroll in a refresher course consisting of 24 units. So 21, incorrect is dog. Number 22, the Board of Accountancy shall submit to PRC the ratings obtained by each candidate. Ilan days yun? Nabasa natin kanina, 10 days. Okay? A for number 22. Number 23, the board, subject to the approval of the commission, may revise or exclude any of the subjects and their syllabi and add new ones as the need arises, provided the change shall not be more than every 3 years. So every 3 years lang, nagbabago ng syllabus. Okay, kaya yung last syllabus, 2019, yung next yan, 2022, October 2022. Yung magiging changes niyan, madagdagan yung RFBT special laws, tapos tatanggalin yung nego. Okay, ganun siya. So, may iba pang changes pa, yun yung major changes. So, 23 is boy 3 years. Number 24, which of the following is not one of the reasons for not issuing a certificate of registration to a successful examinee? The individual is of unsound mind, had been guilty of immoral or dishonorable conduct, had been convicted by a court of criminal offense. Answer dito class is dog. Okay? Pag ganyan ka, hindi ka pwedeng issuehan ng certificate of registration and professional identification card. Okay, 25. The Philippine Accountancy Act of 2004 provides that all working paper made during an audit shall be the property of the auditor. These working papers shall include all of the following. Di ba class yung working paper, yun yung documentation natin sa buong audit engagement, tama? Si auditor yung may-ari nun. Except, A, working paper prepared by the CPA, yes. Analysis and schedule prepared and submitted to the auditor, yes. Excerpts of copies of documents furnished to the auditor, yes. Any report submitted by the auditor to his client. Hindi, kasi client ang may-ari nito. Okay, lahat ng sinabit kay auditor yun. Lahat sinabit mo kay client yun. Letter D for number 25. Okay, so malapit na class. Hanggang 38 lang yan. Let's go to number 26. A document under seal issued to an individual by the Professional Regulation Commission. So CPRC yung nagbibigay nito. Okay, hindi si BOA, ha? CPRC. Signifying that he has complied with all the legal and procedural requirements, including the passing of the exam, ang tawag natin dyan, Certificate of Registration, letter C. Sa individuals yan. Again, yung Certificate of Accreditation sa mga audit firms binibigyan. Letter C for number 26. Which of the following is not included in a seal of professional accountant or in nasa ID? Walang tax identification number doon. So A yung sagot natin. Yung name of professional accountant, obviously, nandun yan. Title of the profession, yes, CPA nakalagay. Registration number, nandun yan. Again, yung registration number, yan yung number mo dun sa nag-apply ka sa board exam. Yan yun. Letter A for number 27. Number 28, a CPA whose certificate of registration has been revoked, pwede siyang i-reinstate after 2 years. Dog for number 28 may be reinstated as a CPA by the Board of Accountancy after 2 years if he has acted in an exemplary manner. Number 29, the APO or the PICPA shall renew the certificate of registration once every how many years after the date of the resolution? Okay, every 3 years yan. Lagi, kung mapapansin nyo class by default, yung mga terms, yung renewals, 3 years usually. Okay? Sige. Now, let's go to number 30. Individual CPAs, firms, or partnerships of CPAs, including partners and staff members, shall thereof register with the BOA and PRC. If the Certificate of Accreditation of ABC and Company, CPAs, was renewed on September 30, 2020, the next renewal must be on or before. Tingnan natin class. So, erase ko na to. Punta ka sa page 35. Actually, merong example dyan. Tingnan natin yung actual example. Page 35. Tingnan natin ha. 35. Okay. So, nandun sa middle portion. Okay, sa middle portion tayo. Sa registration. Basahin natin. The registration, sa middle portion na, number 1. The registration shall be valid for a period of 3 years and may be renewed every 3 years on or before September 30 on the year of expiry. Tandaan mo yung September 30. Upon compliance of the requirements provided in these revised rules and regulations, the registration of applicants approved during any month of the year shall expire on December 31 on the 3rd year. Okay? Following its approval. May example siya dyan. If the application of registration of ABC and Company was approved on July 31, 2002, gawin nating 2022 para naman tagal na niya 2002 eh. So ito yung approval ng Certificate of Accreditation. July 31 ba? Yes, July 31, 2022. Okay? The registration shall expire on December 31, 2024. Ito yung expiration niyang class. Expiration, December 31, 2024. Okay? Now, and therefore, it shall file renewal on or before September 30, 2024. Okay? Dito ka mag-renew. Ang renewal mo on or before September 30, 2024. Okay? For the 3-year period beginning January 1, 2005 and shall apply on or before September 30, 2027 for the next 3 years. Ang next renewal mo, ito yung first renewal. Second renewal mo, September 30, 2027. Okay? So, nakuha niyo yung rules. Ulitin ko. Ganito yung rule class, no? 3 years yung validity ng Certificate of Accreditation na ini-issue sa mga audit firms. Let's say na-approve siya July 31, 2022, 3 years. Ang bilangan, kasama yung year na na-approve. Okay? 2022, 23, 24. Laging December 31. Gets? Okay. Kaya ang expiration mo, December 31, 2024. Ngayon, sabi dyan, dapat mag-renew ka September 30 ng year of expiration. So, bago ka mag-expire ng December 31, 2024, dapat i-renew mo siya September 30, 2024. Okay? Ngayon, so mag-expire siya, tama? December 31, 2024. Ang next renewal mo, yung renewal mo na to, para siya sa 2025 to 2027. Alright? Yung next renewal mo, tama ba mag-expire yan December 31, 2027 I-renew mo siya September 30, 2027. Gets? Ayan. Ito yung exam. In-update ko lang kasi 2002 nakalagay. Nagdagan natin 20 years. So, 2022, 2024. Tingnan natin, class. Okay. If the Certificate of Accreditation, sa number 30 tayo, of ABC was renewed on September 30. Ganito nangyari. Renewal niya, September 30, 2020. Tama ba, class? Ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung expiration is December 31, 2020. Tama? So, ni-renew niya bago mag-expire. The next renewal, kailan siya magre-renew ulit? Okay? Sa plus 3 years ka. Tama? Kasi ang renewal mo is up to, ang expiration nito, December 31, 2020. Okay? So, meron kang 2021, 22, 23, 3 years. So, ang next renewal mo, September 30, 2023. Letter boy. Letter boy. Hindi 2022 baka 2022 sagot mo, 2023 dapat. Kasi January 1, 2021, 22, 23, 3 years lagi. So next renewal mo, September 30, 2022, 23. Okay? Boy for number 30. Number 31, how many CPD credit units must be accumulated by a registered accounting professionals within 3-year period? Okay. Ingat ka dito, class. Kasi maraming nangyari dito sa CPD. Kasi controversial yan. Maraming kumukontra dyan. Yung CPD or Continuing Professional Development, check muna natin, class, dun sa page 46. Punta ka dun sa page 46, dun sa file natin. Lagay mo lang page 46. Yung number 4 dyan, makikita mo, Matrix for CPE Programs, Activities, or Sources. Or dati kasi ang tawag dito, Continuing Professional Education or CPE. Ngayon, ni-rename yan. CPD na, Continuing Professional Development. Ganito yung class. Pakita ko sa inyo para malinaw. Dati, ang kailangan i-accumulate was... Saan na yung CPD na yan? Kailangan mo mag-accumulate ng 60 units within 3 years. Okay? Para ma-renew mo yung license mo. Tama? Kasi nag-e-expire to Every 3 years siya nire-renew By the way, class, singit ko lang pala. Sa Certificate of Accreditation, laging ang expiration mo, December 31 nung third year, nung ika-third year. Ganun lagi, December 31. Ngayon, pag naman PRC ID, yung lisensya mo, sa birthday mo naman, na birthday nung year of expiration, doon nag-expire, hindi December 31 yan. Okay? Ulitin ko, Certificate of Accreditation, laging December 31 ng year of expiry. Yung lisensya mo, birthday mo nung year of expiry. Ganun yung difference nila. Okay? Sige. Anyway, balik tayo sa CPD. Nire-renew yan every 3 years. Para ma-renew mo yan, kailangan meron ka ding corresponding CPD units. Okay? Dati, ang requirement, 60 units for 3 years. Okay? Hindi yan every year for 3 years. Ngayon, noong 2016, di ba sabi ko nagkaroon ng revisions yan? Ito, 2016. Ang ginawa dyan, in-increase. 120 units. Dinoble. 3 years. Okay? So again, 2016 nangyari yan. Kaya lang, maraming kumontra dyan. Very controversial kasi ang hirap niyan makuha yung 120 units na yan. Later, papakita ko sa inyo kung bakit mahirap yan. Ngayon, hinold na Senate yan. So sabi ni Senate, i-hold muna natin yan. Ibaba natin 15 units. Okay, naka-hold yan by the Senate. So currently, class, 15 units yung requirement sa atin. Okay? So actually, mas kumonti pa. Kaya from 60, naging 120, naging 15. Kaya sagot natin dito, letter A. Okay? 15 credit units. Now, kung titignan mo, class, kaya sabi ko, kaya naging controversial yung CPD na yan. Kung titignan mo yung matrix, ganito yan. Okay. Again, yung mga CPD, ganito yan, class. Mag-a-attend ka ng trainings, mag-a-attend ka ng seminars. Ngayon, yung mag-organize nun, dapat accredited sila. Okay? CPD accredited sila. Pagkatapos mag-attend ng trainings and seminars, bibigyan ka ng certificate. Yung certificate na yun, yun yung pe-present mo na proof na meron kang CPD units. So dati, again, 60 units yan, naging 120. Ito, sobrang controversial niyan kasi, bakit sir? Tingnan mo to. Nalagay niya sa matrix natin, sa table, pag nag-attend ka ng seminar, okay, pag participant ka, 1 credit unit per hour. So imagine, kailangan mo ng 120 hours sa 3 years para makumpleto mo yung 120 units pag participant ka. Okay? So sobrang hirap nun. Ang mahal pa. Siyempre, may bayad din yung mga seminars na yan. Ngayon, pag resource speaker ka, ikaw yung nagsasalita. Okay? 5 credit units. Mas malaki naman. Okay? Ulitin ko, pag resource speaker, 5 credit units. Panelist, ayan, facilitator, and so on. So, depende kung ano yung role mo dun sa seminars na yan. So, pwedeng seminar, convention, ano pa, baba mo pa class. Pwedeng, actually, pag nag-master's degree ka, pwede rin yan. May count din yan sa CPD nyo. Doctoral degree, meron din. Authorship, nagsulat ka ng book, and so on and so forth. So, maraming sources, pero in short, bukod sa matagal, mahal din yan. Kasi syempre, magbabayad ka ng mga seminars na yan. So, currently class, yan, naka-hold sa Senate, 15 units tayo. Anyway, so, let's go back to our handouts. Number 32, how many credit units per hour will be earned by a participant? Kakasabi ko lang, pag participant ka, 1 credit unit per hour. Letter A. Pag resource speaker ka, 5 credit units per hour. Okay? A for number 32. Number 33, below are the names of the 4 CPA firms and pertinent facts relating to them. Unless otherwise indicated, the individuals' names are CPAs and partners, and there are no other partners. Which firm name and related facts indicate a violation of Accountancy Act? Alin dito, class, yung pwedeng names? Letter A. Alin daw dito yung violation, okay? A. ABC CPAs, A died 5 years ago, B and C are continuing the firm. Pwede yun. Pwede pa rin dyan, okay? Parang SGV. Si Sip Gores Vilayo, I think, nagpasa uwi na sa tatlo, if I'm not mistaken, no? Or baka may buhay pa. I don't know. So, let's say, nagpasa uwi na sa, pwede pa rin gamitin yun, ni SGV. Okay? Hindi sila prohibited na gamitin, na hindi gamitin yung SGV. Okay? Pwede pa rin. Yung A, pwede yan. A and B CPAs, the name of CCPA, a third partner, is omitted from the firm name. Pwede mo bang i-omit yung isang partner? Of course. Kasi pag hindi, imagine si SGV, 100 plus yung partners yan. Hindi ang haba ng names mo, pag lahat yun, in-include mo sa pangalan ni SGV. Okay, so pwede yan, pwede kang mag-omit. Letter C, A and B CPAs, B died about 3 years ago, A is continuing the firm as a sole practitioner. Yun yung mali. Pag sole proprietor ka na, hindi mo na pwedeng gamitin yung partnership na name. Okay? So yung C yung violation dito. A and company CPAs, A has 10 other partners who are all CPAs, pwede rin yan. Okay? Letter C is the violation. Number 34. So in relation to number 33, tingnan natin yung number 34. A partner surviving the death or withdrawal of all other partners in a partnership may continue to practice under the partnership name for a period of not more than 2 years yung sagot dyan. Okay, boy, after becoming a sole proprietor. Take note ha, pag yung partnership, isa na lang yung partner, naging sole proprietor, dun may 2 years ka para ibahin yung name. Okay, gawin mong sole proprietorship. Boy yung sagot. Pero like, for example, SGV, kasi patay yung tatlo, si Sip Gores Vilayo, pwede pa rin gamitin yun. Kasi marami pa natitirang partners. Yung 2 years na yan, pag isang partner na lang yung natira. Gets? Okay. Ayan, malapit na. 4 items to go. Okay, 35. Any position in a company, in a private sector which requires supervision of recording transactions, FS preparation and other related functions must be occupied by a CPA. So, ibig sabihin, yung recording, dapat CPA daw yung gumawa nun if yung paid up capital is 5 million and annual revenue is 10 million. Boy yung sagot natin for 35. A CPA certificate, ito, yung Certificate of Registration is an evidence of basic competence at the time of certification. Okay, basic competence pa lang. Siyempre, pagpasa mo ng board exam, marami ka pang hindi alam. Kaya kami mga training sa audit firms, kailangan may mga CPD units. So, basic competence pa lang yan. Okay, 37. Any person who shall violate any of the provisions of Accountancy Act. Ano yung punishment sa'yo? A. Lethal injection. Huwag naman. Huwag mo sasagot yan. A fine of not more than 50,000. Imprisonment for a period of not exceeding 2 years. Answer natin is dog. Fine of not less than 50,000 or by imprisonment of not exceeding 2 years or both. Pwedeng isa doon or pwedeng both. Okay, dog for 37. Which of the following shall be issued to examinees who pass the CPA licensure exam? So pag pumasa ka na sa boards, ano yung i-issue sa'yo? Letter A, Certificate of Registration and Death Certificate. Wag naman, Death Certificate. Okay? Professional Identification Card and Warrant of Arrest. Mas malala yata yun. Certificate of Registration and Professional Identification Card. Yes, C. Huwag mo sasagot yung D, ha? Huwag yung Warrant of Arrest and Death Certificate. Okay? So, letter C. Certificate of Registration and Professional Identification Card. Okay? That's letter C for number 38. Okay, so that's the last item for RA 9298. So, class, yun na yung last topic natin sa audit theory. So, alam ko, this subject, ito yung pinaka-boring. No? Kahit nung undergrad, nakakatamad talagang aralin yung audit theory. Pero hopefully, na-appreciate nyo kung paano ko hinandle yung review natin, more of storytelling, examples, kasi tingin ko yun pinaka-effective. Kasi ang mahirap dito, paano mo imagine paano nag-work yung audit. Okay? So hopefully, na-enjoy mo siya and nakatulong sa review mo for the CPA boards. Okay? Thank you very much and magkikita pa tayo sa second pre-boards natin and pre-week. Dismissed.